or welcome back to Budgets and Dreams. My name's Jen and I'm on a journey to pay off £27,000 worth of debt. And today that is exactly what we're going to be talking about. So I have a debt update for you today and also a bit of a savings update and a bit of an announcement. I say announcement loosely, it's maybe exciting, maybe not. I don't know, but you'll have to wait till the end for that. See what I did there? So how are you all? I hope you're having a really good week. I did say I was going to get this out yesterday on Tuesday, so apologies, it is now Wednesday, but here I am. So the big thing, the big question, can we finally colour in the entirety of this 10k debt tracker? So let's find out. Okay, so the debt iPad, what's it called? Spreadsheet. Here we go. So all of our debts listed down here, and the minimum APR, the APR as it is at the moment, our minimum payments and our new minimum payments. So as we pay something off, we roll that amount and we snowball it into the new payment amount. So the biggest one we're working on at the moment is the loan. That is getting the majority of the money. So I have updated this a little bit as we are now in a new year. So I've got my 2022 starting balance. That's when I started my debt repayment journey in earnest. So I want to keep a track of that just so I've always got that. And then I've got my 2023 starting balance so that I can then keep track of not only what we've repaid overall, but also what we've repaid in the year, because I think that would be quite good to know. So those are those starting balances there. So that's actually our starting position right now. So our starting balance at the beginning of January was 7,287 for the loan, 7,691 for the credit card, and 3,827 for my husband's credit card. So our starting balance at the beginning of 2023 was £18,806.86. And in comparison to our starting balance at 2022, that's just under 10 grand's difference. So our original starting balance was 28,559 and our starting balance for 2023 was 18,806. So what is our ending position for January? It is here, January 2023. So the loan, we have repaid £503, I'm so shaky, £503.56 this month, which takes our balance to £6,783. The credit cards were both £100 each this month, so my credit card is now on £7,591 and my husband's is on £3,727. So the overall we paid was 703.56. We repaid 703.56. These two don't accrue any interest, the two credit cards, and this one has the interest baked in. So whatever we pay is what we repay. Our ending balance is 18,103. And so that means if we scroll along here, repaid is 703 for the year. But the thing that I want to shout about is our total repaid now for the debt is £10,456.03. So that means we've reached the 10k, we do get to colour in this bad boy. So I'm going to do that now. Eek. And that is done. Done. I'm going to put done. Yay. And what's the date? I'll just say Jan 23. And we started it was really Feb. I'm going to put Jan 22. So in 13 months, we have paid off £10,000 worth of debt. Oh, what the heck? That is mental. £10,000. Look, it's all complete. It's all complete. This used to be all empty and now I've coloured in every single one and we're done. And thank you so much. You do not understand, or you might understand, but I'm not sure that you do, how much your support has meant in me being able to achieve this. If I didn't have YouTube, if I didn't have you guys, this wouldn't have happened, guaranteed. I have never stuck to something for more than a couple of weeks, and I have stuck to this for an entire year and a bit. And so it just means the world to me, and thank you so much. But yay, we did it. We've paid off 10 grand of our debt. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Right, I'm going to bring the iPad back in and we'll talk a few more stuffs. Right, calm down a little bit. Not loads, but a little bit. So in terms of percentages then, our debt remaining is 66% and our repaid is 34%. So we are over that third, or yeah, so woo! So the only thing then we need to talk about is the two graphs and the challenge for this year, which is paying off the big loan. So let me scroll down to the graphs. Okay, so it's all a bit stretched now because I've added in some columns, but hopefully you can see that enough. So this is the overall debt payoff and how we are progressing. So we're still doing better than if we were paying minimum payments. Minimum payments is the blue line. The solid orange line is our actual payments, and then the dotted orange line is our projected repayment date if we carry on the way that we're going. So yeah, all still making really good progress. We are, I think, £1,300 ahead of where we would be if we just paid the minimum repayments. That would have been 2,300 if it hadn't been for that extra 1,000 that I needed to take off the credit card to pay the old electric bill. But hey ho, who's complaining? Not me. So yeah, so that's looking really, really good. So let's have a look at this year's goals. Right, so if we just have a look at the loan then, so our starting balance for the loan, that's listed this line here, was 7,287.53, and we have repaid 503.56, and so we're now on 6,783. So in terms of the tracker that I've got, let's grab that. So this is the tracker. Let me move that in case it's kind of glaring a little bit. So this is the new tracker. It's to pay off the big loan. I put 7,500 because I didn't know what the starting balance was going to be. So the starting balance was 7,287. We are now on 6,783, which means I get to colour in another one of these 250s, which then takes us down to 7,000 on here and not far off the next 250. So I just grab that pen. So that is another blob off of there. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit again and repeating myself, so sorry about that if I am. Hopefully you're following along. So yeah, so that is the new tracker. Just tuck my chair back in. Yeah, so we are already £500 on our way, which is fantastic. Too many things to show you now that I've got new stuff on here. I will get into a rhythm at some point. Let's make this smaller. There you go. So this is the big loan tracker. So it's the same as the full loan tracker. Hopefully you can see it, but there are no, you can't see the three different lines because they're all on the same line at the moment because we've only made the minimum payment last month. So that's how the big loan graph is looking. So, Pete, how exciting is that? We've done the 10K and we're 2 blobs on our way for this year's big loan target. Oh, so exciting. So that is actually it for the debt update, but I thought I'd give you a little bit of a savings update as well. So what I've done last month, you'll remember I kind of did this all on paper, but what I've decided to do is to pop it all on the iPad, except you can't really see it that way. Let's go this way. So yeah, it just means that I've got all my calculation jobber things already like calculated. It's what they do. So yeah, so just as a very quick overview, I've updated all the numbers of what I've counted up everything in the binders and everything in hyperjar. So Christmas, we're up from last month by 21.68. Family funds down by 5.99. Family meal is up by 1.76. Everything else is the same. Birthdays is up by 5, whoops, clothes by 10, dentist down by 5, home up by 10. O Clubs is the same, I had to take £20 out. He did have 40 on Friday, but I had to take £20 out to pay for a competition that's coming up in the spring. And school holidays is up by 60. And then back to school is up by 25, car is up by 240 because we've really been focusing on that one this month. Emergency is up by 30 and future is up by 20. And then my personal spending going out is up by 30, gym is down by 15, we've just paid that. Hair up by 50, retreat still nothing, savings up by 15 and splurge up by 20. Tax and budget and dreams both up by 30. So overall that means we have in savings £1,311.07. £1,311.07. I can't believe it. It's just insane. It makes no sense whatsoever other than it's proof that this system works because never have I ever had savings in my life. It is just crazy. So yeah, so we have actually managed to save an additional £512 this month, which doesn't make any sense. I had to check and recheck these figures. If you notice anything that looks weird, tell me, although I know it was a bit quick, but yeah, I had to check and recheck these figures because that made no sense to me. And then also Italy is up by £11.50, which is awesome. So yeah, just do a quick whiz savings update this time round. If you want me to do it with you next time and count the money and write it down as we go, let me know, and I'm happy to do that if that's what you want to watch. So yeah, that was the quick savings update. And the only other thing I want to talk to you about is my decision about Etsy. Okay, so I have decided not to open an Etsy shop. Before you all boo, all of those of you who would like some of my stuff, I have decided to offer my stuff to buy, but off of Etsy. Yeah, so that's what I've decided to do. I didn't feel comfortable putting my stuff on Etsy. There is so much fantastic stuff on there by people who really know how to create, really know how to design, and it is their business. I know for a lot of people it is their hobby and their side hustle, but for some people it really is their core business. And I don't know what it is, I can't put my finger on it, but I just didn't feel comfortable opening an Etsy shop. And I don't have not resilience, but I find it very difficult to juggle multiple communication streams. And I'm struggling as it is at the moment because obviously I've got YouTube, I like to watch your videos and I like to have conversations with you and comments, share comments with you and things like that. So that's one kind of thing that I have. There's also the comments that I have from you guys on my videos, which I love. But then I also have somebody that I'm talking to on Instagram Messenger. I do have an Instagram account, but it is private. At some point I will make it public and I'll do the whole Instagram thing. But for this reason that I'm talking about right now, hopefully you'll understand why. And there's also Facebook, WhatsApp, email, what else? Just general messages, and then all of the things that I have with my work communication as well. It's just too many things to juggle. And I just thought Etsy on top of that, where there really is pressure to respond in good time and everything like that. I just thought I just can't do it. It's just too much. It would cause me too much stress. But I absolutely love making this stuff. I've been making this stuff for the people who won the giveaway. And it has just been a joy. I've just loved it. So I thought, how do I do both? And with this week's affirmation in mind, my goals and dreams become my reality, I have found a bit of a middle ground on how to do that. So if you are interested in buying any of my stuff, then you will need to email me at budgetsandreams@gmail.com. And the way that I will manage payment will be via Cash App. I don't have any other way to manage payments. The only way that I'm going to be able to take payment is via Cash App. So please bear that in mind before you order anything. Cash App is so easy to use. You download the app and within 10 seconds you're set up. I've done some research on YouTube, on the internet, but feel free to do your own. It's perfectly safe and yeah, it's really anonymous. It's just a money transferring app. That's all that it is. So if you did want any of my stuff, the stuff that I have to offer is the Freedom Challenge, of course, which can be called whatever you want it to be called for whatever denominations you want. I can even change this design if you're not a big fan of it. Butterflies, no butterflies, the choice is yours. The only thing that might change is these numbers. These might end up being clear stickers with numbers, but I'll let you know if that is the case. So yes, so obviously the Freedom Binder. We'll talk about prices when you email me because that's just totally awkward to do it right now. And then also envelopes and or dashboards. So this are the dashboards that I have in my personal binder, the envelope insert jobber thing, sorry. So I can do it as an insert or I can do it as an actual envelope. It will be a full envelope. It won't have a peekaboo like that. So yeah, that's the options for that one. This one, again, it can be a dashboard or it can be an envelope. This one is, let's give these names. So this is Mandala in Space. This is Colour Wave. This is Colour Splash. There's some pen on this one, apologies. So again, that one is a see-through one. Probably could make it a peekaboo one, but I don't think it's worth it. So yeah, that is a non-see-through one. And then there's the bee design, the line design, colours can change. And unfortunately, I can't offer this one, which is the ones that I've got in my birthday binder because I do not have the rights to this image. And I just don't want to get into any awkwardness down the line. So sorry. If I figure out a way to get the rights to this image, then I will let you know. As well as envelopes, we also have the dashboards, the short term and the long term. So the short term's on the skateboard, the long term is meditating. We have placeholders and we have trackers, which are all customizable to whatever you want. So at the moment I've got one with bonsai trees on, one with treasure chests on, and then the school holidays one, which I can change. So yeah, and then they've got the big and punched, big and laminated, or little, which goes in, and you could have that laminated as well. Anyway, loads of options. I've been rambling. So yeah, if you are interested in any of this stuff, then do email me. I can't guarantee the turnaround will be quick, but I will manage that with you every step along the way. It just gives me more flexibility in managing my time, and also just makes it a bit more personal, and I can spend some proper time getting what you want rather than having loads of different options on Etsy and me getting very confused. So yeah, that was such a waffle. For anyone who's not interested in my stuff, you probably left a long time ago, to be fair. So yeah, so that is the announcement. No Etsy, but I've found a middle ground. I'm sorry that clap was really loud. But yes, before I go, let's just celebrate the big win, shall we? Ta-da! 10k debt repaid. Do a little dance, woohoo, yay, yay. And I am going to regret the fact that that was ever on the internet. Cool. So with that said, have a lovely rest of your week. I will see you on Friday for another cash stuffing. And a reminder of this week's affirmation: my goals and dreams become my reality. Have a super week, everyone. I love you. Bye.